Hey everyone, Techni here with a review on the Cooler Master MM710 lightweight gaming mouse. Now we're talking 53 grams of lightweight right here, and this tiny mouse comes in a tiny box as well. Let's check it out. I feel like I gotta give a disclaimer before I review something that's not very positive, you know what I mean? Some people just don't like the honesty, you know what I mean? You know the bad part about this as well? I just shot my email with my info and everything to Cooler Master to review some of their products. I'm probably just burning that resume right now. But again, as you all know, what I strive for here is honesty. I'm not chasing a dollar sign, not chasing a sponsorship or anything like that. We're spending our 50 bucks here, right? Which is a great price, number one. But I want to make sure that you're aware of what you're spending your 50 bucks on. That's all I try to do here is help you out and let you be aware of what you're buying. You know what? Let's kick it off with the positives first, all right? That's what we'll do here. Number one is coming in at 53 grams. I think that's the lightest lightweight mouse we have seen yet, right? And it is extremely light. All right, so as far as dimensions on the Cooler Master MM710 right here, it's 116 millimeters long, 38.3 millimeters tall right there, and then 62.6 millimeters wide. All right, so as far as those dimensions right there, I'd recommend it for, actually, no, I wouldn't recommend it. I would say it's built more towards, right, there we go, built more towards fingertip and claw grip right there. It's got a very pronounced hump right here in the back, so you can bring it back there and get some palm if you want, but as you can see, your fingers are going to be hanging off the edge. But again, I'd say it's definitely built for that fingertip or maybe a claw grip right there. Now, talking to dimensions and the lightweight right there, the cable really comes into play with that as well. You have the Ultra Weave cable here, and it feels very similar to the Razer Viper. As you can see, you got to get pretty close to make it move. It's very nice. It's raised up a little bit off of the mouse pad right there, as you can see. And again, you got to get pretty close to get it to move. It's very, very nice cable. And as far as the sensor, it's using a Pixart 3389 sensor right there. Spot on. I really don't have any issues with any sensors these days, but that's what it's using. All right, so that's the good. You think that was good enough to impress Cooler Master to let me start reviewing some of their products? I don't know, let's get into the dirty here. And where I want to start here is the sound test. I'm not saying the sound test is bad. There's just some other things I want to show you within the build and the buttons while we're doing the sound test. Let's check this out. So again, as far as the sound test right there, it's not bad. It sounds very nice and crispy. The side buttons sound a little bit more hollow, I guess you'd say, you know, but they all feel pretty good. But what I want to do is focus on some things a little bit closer here. So when I bring you in here, just kind of pay attention to these other issues I'm going to show you. All right, so the first thing I want to show you is with your left and right mouse click right here. Number one, I'm going to show you the left click. Now listen to the right click here. All right, so were you guys able to hear that kind of creaking whenever I press down on the right click there? Now, I am not pressing hard by any means. I know that's what people are going to say. Who's going to press it that hard, right? But again, when you press down and get down on it right there, it starts creaking really bad, and that only happens on the right button, not the left one here. Now, one other thing I want to show you as far as the button presses as well, kind of focus right up here in the middle part. Whenever I press, I'm not sure how well the camera can pick that up, but it bulges up here right in the middle, but that's not it. Whenever you press on the inside right here, if your finger's closer to the scroll wheel, check out on the side here. I mean, look at that thing. Like, what the heck is going on here? I've never seen that before. Now, one last thing as far as the buttons are that's really weird. Now, I've seen button travel within the front mouse clicks here on many mice. I mean, every mouse has a little bit. This one doesn't have any more or any less than any other one I've tested. But what's really weird is this one goes forward and back. This does not affect you while using it in game or anything like that. It was just weird because, again, I've never seen a mouse button go forward and back like that. The last thing I want to point out is this scroll wheel right here. And the weird thing about this, check this out here. Push it to the left and it stays. Push it to the right. All right, and the last thing I want to point out here, which you all know, right? I'm going to squeeze this mouse, just like I've done with all my other honeycomb mouse or any other mice reviews, right? but this is hands down the worst flex I've seen in a mouse yet. Worse than the Model O when it first came out. Worse than the Model O right now. I mean, this thing is horrible. Check this out. That's on both sides. I mean, you can see the plastic going in there, and yes, it activates the buttons. Now this next issue is going to vary per hand size. I have medium to large hands. Now as you can see, we're flat up here, and then we have that honeycomb, right? And you can see the mouse button kind of comes here, and then bam, it cuts down right there. So number one, with all that travel we just had right there, if your hand is up here, you end up going into that kind of palm grip style, your finger is going to be right there, kind of blocking that mouse button to move. It doesn't pinch you or catch you or anything like that, but again, you just got that little bit of friction from your finger right there. The other thing I want to touch on is the holes in this mouse. Now, I think it's really cool how they made the holes look just like the Cooler Master logo, as you can see right there. Really cool touch. I really do like that. But where you get at, again, this has got fingertip, you know, maybe you get that claw in there, but mainly fingertip, right? So you're gonna have to keep your hands right up here. As you can see, my pinky comes down, bam, and that would be my position right there. But as you can see, if I scoot back just a little bit here, bam, my fingers are right up on those holes, and those holes are gigantic. Definitely the biggest we have seen in any lightweight mouse. And your pinky just kind of locks right in there, and it is not cozy after with little game time right there. As you can see, I got the Cooler Master logo on me right now. So as far as those holes being really big like that, again, the design and the thought process behind it, I think is just super cool. I think that's awesome. But I think it would have been nice if they made the whole side flat plastic right there. Because again, if your fingers get up in there, it is not comfortable at all. So you kind of got to make sure and keep in mind, okay, hey, let me keep my fingers right up here towards the front. So now I know the hate's going to start unleashing, right, with our Cooler Master fans or our fans of this mouse here, right? But again, I can't stress it enough. This should not have left the factory and went on sale like this. No way whatsoever. I'm talking with all those flaws right there with the buttons, that scroll wheel. This flex is incredibly horrible. As you just saw right there, even if you're getting a fingertip or a claw right there, they still activate and it still flexes. I mean, it feels like a complete piece of junk. All right, so I want to bring it back to the sensor real quick here. Again, it's using that 3389 per size spot-on sensor. You have your DPI selection up here, and again, you have those 7 preset DPIs in there, but you have no indicator light on this guy. You do have software with it. Let me show you real quick. All right, so as you can see, we are now in the Cooler Master software here. First off, right here, we have the buttons where you can adjust all of your buttons right here. Slide over here to performance. This is where you can adjust all your stuff, your response time, your snapping, your DPI over here. Now, these are the preset DPIs within the mouse, as I showed you with the mouse button earlier, and you have 7 steps right here. But I can't figure out how to, oh dear, I just clicked the other one. I cannot figure out how to disable them. So again, you kind of just have all of them right there. Maybe set all of them to the exact same speed if you like that. But again, it's kind of a stinker that you can't disable them, again, because there's no indicator light on the mouse there. Also, surface calibration right over here as well. Over here, you can adjust some macros if you desire, and then you also have other profiles to set right there. Now, right over here, you have mouse combo, which, as you can see, activated there. It's pretty much going to give you like 2 layers on the mouse. So you can put like, I don't know, audio controls here or something like that. You know what I mean? Bam, and then get back to your game right over here. All right, so as far as that software right there, really nice. You got a lot of options to adjust and everything. But again, going back to that DPI and everything, no indicator light, I couldn't find out in this software how to adjust or disable some of those other steps right there. So again, I'd have to go in there and just set all 7 steps to the exact same DPI, which is just like, why? Come on. All right, so now that I've burned every single possible chance I had to work with Cooler Master, which is really stinks. I really like a lot of Cooler Master stuff, especially some of their cases, you know, but hey, we got to be honest. But anyways, the number one question you're probably asking, hey man, how about the Model O minus then? All right, so as far as you thinking about going with the Model O minus, I don't want to make this a comparison here, just kind of showing you a couple quick differences. With the MM710 right here, as you can see, the hump is really far in the back, with the O minus is kind of right here in the middle, and it sits down a little bit, as you see in some of these close-ups here, right? Now, as far as the O minus, yes, it does have the sidewall press right there, but as they have fixed it with, rollouts and whatnot, you still do have it back there, but you got to press very hard now on the Model O minus. And honestly, I reviewed the Model O minus. If you want to check it out, I'll leave it right down there in the description. I really recommend this mouse right now. I really like it. I don't even use tiny mice, but this one just feels really good. Again, it swoops in right there. Buttons are placed really nice. And again, it sits right there, and it feels pretty durable these days. Again, this thing is just like, And it's not the lightweight that's making it feel cheap. It's all the creaking and the shaking and the moving around and the side press flex and all that stuff that makes it feel cheap. So yes, 100%, if you're trying to debate just between these two, I would tell you all day long, go with the O-. But if you're just looking to get into the lightweight mouse market right there, definitely check this one out here. This is the Xtrfy M4 gaming mouse right here. This is the one I highly recommend. Fantastic, solid build right there. Nice ergo shape, very lightweight. I'm talking perfection. I also reviewed this one, which I'm going to leave right down in a link there as well. So you're probably thinking now, like, man, what are you doing? Are you reviewing the MM710 or are you reviewing these other two mice? I'm not going to leave a single link right down in the description for this mouse. No Amazon link or anything like that. So I'm not trying to bank off this piece of mouse here. Trying to be nice, trying to piece of mouse, you know. Anyways, I'm not going to leave any links down there for this guy, but I will leave the links for these videos down there as well. And I highly recommend these guys, and I don't have any affiliated links on these guys, by the way, right there. You know, this one, I could make money off this one on Amazon if I decided to, but I'm sorry, that's not what I do here. I don't chase dollar signs. I'm not going to recommend something to you just because it's hot, you know, hyped up new product out there. I mean, this thing is just, I'm sorry, I can't recommend this at all. Even if it was 30 bucks, 20 bucks, I still would not recommend it. So hey, let me know down in the comments what you think about this mouse there. Did you pick it up? I know a lot of people have been looking forward to it. I know some of you have commented before that you are picking it up and you're looking forward to, you know. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, hey, man, it's just my copy that I got. Or, you know, oh, who's going to press it that hard? You know, you don't have to press this one hard. And no, this is a retail copy. This wasn't sent out to me by any means. So, no, I shouldn't have received a copy like this. Thank you so much for watching this one. Sorry it was quite negative. I know we've been on a streak of some really hot products here on this channel. Some really awesome products. By the way, you should go check them out. Again, they're really awesome products. But hey, if we have a bad one, I'm still going to share it with you. I'm not just going to praise and, you know, review all these fantastic products. You know, we got to talk about all the products out there. And that's what we got here. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this one. I highly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. And I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.